initially their perception, their intention is to buy for long term, but business could change. When business change, okay, they are, if they cannot adapt to the market situation because due to the competitor, all right, then what happened to their company revenue? Their company revenue will drop, and then the stock price will be affected in the stock market. So actually, buying the dips, right, does not guarantee profits. Okay, your money will be stuck, and then you have a limited fund, because we are not Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett have a lot of fund, but however, for retail investor, our money is limited. Okay, so we cannot afford to be stuck in the stock market. All right, so that's why your intention must be clear. So price may not increase again, or take very long time to recover. So when the stock price is selling down, okay, let's say for example you bought it here, all right, for example you buy 100k, then your value will drop to 50k. So it's become emotional. Okay, some people cannot sleep during that night. So 比如说你买错股的话，如果你进场太大 ，OK， 你买太多，然后股市跌58%， then 你通常的话，你的情绪会被影响了，就是晚上就不能睡觉啦，或者是脾气比较暴躁 ，all right。And then most of the people will exit at the lower point, okay, because too emotional, right? Too emotional. So, 就是说，如果你买在低点的话，并不代表说，你 guarantee 会赚钱。原因就是说你会被套牢。当你被套牢的话，你的情绪就会被影响，然后你的脾气会越来越暴躁。So, based on my experience, that if you want to buy on dip, I believe, okay, the index will be the best, right? The index will be the best. Reason is because the index, the components of the stock inside this index is actually determined by a group of the professional, because there is a requirement, okay, for them to study the company market cap, to study the company revenue, before they decide what company is eligible to be part of the index. For example, S&P 500s. So therefore, I believe that if you want to buy on dips, okay, the safer way to do so is to buy the index, especially S&P 500 or STI index. 当然，你买的时候也不是就是不要一次过买太多，你必须要慢慢的进场 ，OK， 你必须要慢慢的进场 ，right？ Because 我们不知道它的低点在哪里。And for better approach， 如果你要买个股的话 ，better approach， 我个人的经验，通常如果你要买在低点的话，最好是选那些比较uptrend 的股票，然后你买。当它回调的时候，你买进；回调的时候，你买进；回调的时候，你买进。OK， 当然，一旦它的股票有回调，然后跌破它的趋势的话，你要通通的卖完。所以通常我的做法就是这样，因为我的 intention 是不要套牢。你要明白说，因为如果你套牢的话，你要告诉自己，如果你一旦被套牢你的情绪会被影响，脾气会暴躁 ，OK？ So if you don't want to happen, if you don't want that to happen, then make sure your intention is not to get stuck in the stock market lah. Avoid downtrend stock, okay? Avoid downtrend stocks, okay? Because the price will get cheaper and cheaper, okay? And then the company revenue will be affected. Some stock, when they go cheaper and cheaper, they may not, recover, and then they will go down further. So that is the situation whereby you buy on dips. You have to understand what you are doing. If not, at the end of the day, our intention or my intention is that I don't want my money to be stuck. All right. So what about you? Okay. Do you want your money to be stuck? Okay. So everyone is unique. I have to acknowledge that. Okay. And then if you know what you are doing, if you know what company that you are buying, that's fine. All right. So this what we call that is my view. Okay, so it's all depend on what company that you are buying 啦。Alright, so 我们看一些这个index 指数所以最近的指数它的表现如何 ？OK， 我们看一下。So 到目前为止，这个是 US dollar，right？ So US dollar 之前它是大跌了大跌了过后，最近这几天它又反弹回去最近这几天又反弹回去。所以如果你可以注意到其实股市尤其是美国股市了如果是美国股市有稍微反弹的话，原因就是这个美金有跌美金有跌的话，股市就有稍微反弹一些。所以通常的话，如果你可以看到这个美金，你要注意一下啦，美金所以到目前为止，美金的话是越来越贵。所以如果你们自己有收藏一些美金的话，你们要开始考虑一下，把你们一部分的美金转换去新币。So based on my observations, alright, US dollar is expensive right now. So you might want to consider, alright, to convert some of your US dollar, not all, convert some of your US dollar to Sing dollar because Sing dollars is the most stable currency in the world. And next thing I want to show you is the Singapore Index. So Singapore Index 的话 before that, I mentioned that Singapore Index was oversold. Okay, was oversold. Reason is because what? Reason is because 3,300 was resistant. Okay, 3,300 was resistant. All right. So if you look at the resistance here, resistance, and then resistance. Right. So that's why last week, I advise every one of you take some profit, okay? Not selling everything, but take some profit, okay? To realize your profit, okay? And then the market did drop a little bit, all right? Did drop a little bit, and then this few days, they try to rebound, all right? But as of now, SDI, is still stay at the support level 3260. So 之前3个星期的话，我有跟大家说 OK， 如果你手头上有股票有赚钱的话，3个星期啦你可以开始套利你可以开始套利一些，因为为什么呢？因为海指已经到达这个阻力了它的阻力是3300阻力3300。那当然如果它有反弹的话它有反弹的话 then 如果它有突破 then 当然是好事了当然是好事 then 到目前为止它还没有反弹嘛，所以你们还是要注意一下它的趋势是如何。所以到目前为止它还在属于这个support level. So based on the situation right now, SDI index is currently still at the support level, right? So of course, if they can break above the resistance 3,300, then of course the SDI index will continue their momentum. So now they are resting. Okay, now the SDI index is currently still at the resting mode. And S&P 500, 我们看一些 S&P 500 昨晚昨晚有反弹 OK 昨晚有反弹But 到目前为止 what happened to S&P 500 OK it's still consider downtrend okay still consider downtrend and what happened is that we have to be careful with the resistance here all right. Why we have to be careful? Reason is because each time when they hit the resistance, they will pull back. Each time they hit the resistance, they will pull back. So how much do they pull back each time? They pull back a lot, 21%. Previous one, okay, each time they pull back is around 20%, right? So what about this time? Will they pull back? Okay, what about this line? Will they pull back? All right, so we have to be careful also lah, because overall the downtrend still intact for the index. Okay, downtrend still intact for the index. So NASDAQ 100或者是 NASDAQ 指数 ，OK， 纳斯达克这个纳斯达克指数哈，纳斯达克指数的话也是属于下降趋势 ，OK，so NASDAQ, alright, the technology index still consider downtrend as well. So same thing, alright, similar pattern. Each time when they hit resistance, they pull back. Each time they hit resistance, they also pull back. So the pullback is more than 20%. Okay, it's more than 20%. Right. So you have to be careful because overall the index is still downtrend. Okay, the index is still downtrend. And last week I did mention, all right, do consider take some profit before the index pullback. And the index didn't pull back a lot. Okay, they pull back, healthy pullback. All right. So now the index is currently trading at the support level. They are trading at the support level. All right. And then 恒生 index 我们看恒生指数。So 恒生指数OK， 恒生指数的话，其实它反弹了差不多26%。OK。所以10月份恒生指数它是表现最好的So based on this data that I show you alright, based on this data that I show you, alright, market bottom occur more often in October. 所以它这个数据告诉我们说，通常10月份是见底的时候，10月份是见底的时候。所以如果我们看这个恒生指数，alright， 所以它是10月尾10月尾见底 ，OK， 10月尾见底，10月尾见底了过后，它就开始反弹 ，alright， 开始反弹，大度的反弹。Then what happened? Okay, they hit resistance. Right, so the resistance is 1855啦 1855 after that they pull back. 所以同样的话，上个星期你还记得的话，我跟大家说上个星期已经属于超买了，所以你要考虑套利一些股票，然后你看这3天的话，它也是开始回调，所以恒生指数 OK， 还是属于下降趋势 OK， so it's still considered downtrend, right? So what does that mean? When the index is still downtrend, you still have to be careful, right? You must know when to take profit. Why? Because each time when they hit the resistance, they will pull back. Okay, hit resistance, they will pull back. All right, so this is a Hang Seng Index. So we take a look NASDAQ just now. We try to measure. Okay, so this was the bottom. So this was the bottom, right? So if you look at the bottom here is actually October period as well. October period bottom and then they rebound. October period bottom, they rebound. So this is a NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ 也是在10月份见底，然后它开始反弹。And S&P 500, okay, S&P 500的话 S&P 500也是在10月份见底，然后它开始反弹。Right? So based on this data, right? So this data is quite reliable, telling us that October is a period whereby the market near the bottom. Okay, so based on the measurement right now, it confirmed that what we call that the data show is quite reliable. S&P 500, the bottom is at October, and then NASDAQ, okay, NASDAQ also bottom at October, and Hang Seng also bottom at the October, but the main difference is they bottom near the end of the October. All right, So this data is quite reliable. So if some of you manage to bought, you know, at the bottom or near the bottom, congratulations. Okay, congratulations, right? But I did mention to take some profit last week. Okay, to take some profit last week. All right. So next, let us move on. Okay. Let us move on. So the conclusion is what? The conclusion is, okay. All right. The conclusion is they near overbought. Okay. All right. So these are the index near overbought zone. Okay. So profit taking. Right. Some stock is pulling back. Okay. So some stock, you know, like for example, so when they pull back, is always an opportunity, right? When they pull back, is always opportunity. All right. So that's why we take a look the individual stock. We see how much do they pull back? Is there any opportunity to enter? So we will take a look the individual stock. So before that, I want to thank my student who attended the Mastering Price Action course. Although the name here is Candy, okay, Sim, Roy, and Raj. And I also want to thank other students who give me a very good testimonial about my course for price actions. Okay, so Candy mentioned that Caleb is an experienced trader and an investor who share and clarify about the price actions for the stock, especially for the beginner, because I know that technical terms sometimes may not be able to understand by many of you. So I try to, you know, explain in a simple way, in a layman term, so everyone can understand, because it's very important. If you do not understand, you may make mistakes in the stock trading or stock investment. But if you can fully understand, all right, you have the advantage as compared to the other people who do not understand about what is technical analysis and the price actions. So thank you again for my students. So we take a look at the watch list. Okay, my watch list not really changed, right? Previously, I mean in my what we call that Telegram groups, I did mention about Samudera and then KeppelCorp and Sembcorp industry is coming back, although previously the trend has changed to downward, but after that they recover. So we will relook the stocks. Then Sembcorp Marine followed by First Resources is also coming back, and Chip Eng Sheng and Sheng Siong is still not moving yet. So we take a look the stock directly. And DBS is currently overbought, right? Very obvious. So that's why I say you may want to take some profit, right? You may want to take some profit, okay? But there's no confirmation yet whether they will go up or go down. No confirmation yet. If the price break above, okay, if the price break above, then we may see the momentum continue. If the price pull back, then we may see a healthy pullback, of course, right? So, but based on the current stations, okay, based on current stations, 现在 DBS 的状况其实是超买的状况哦。我们technical analysis 说是 double top 啦 ，OK，double top 的话，就是它已经靠近顶峰 ，OK。然后 it makes sense for you to take some profit if you are using price actions, right? If you are using price action strategy, okay? So every one of us have different objectives. Some investor, they buy this stock, bank stock for long-term investment. Nothing wrong with that. But some investor, they are looking for mid-term trade. Okay, for some individual, you know 有些人他的想法不一样，因为他们的想法说，如果我没有卖的话，虽然我有赚钱，我没有卖的话，那个钱不属于我的 ，OK， 所以我一定要卖哦，把这个钱放进我的口袋才算赚钱。所以每个人的想法不一样，对吗？哦，每个人的想法不一样 ，alright， 所以 you must know what you are doing 啦 ，alright， you must know what you are doing because this is a bank stocks is the most reliable stock in Singapore market. All right, so it depends on what strategy that you want to use. So currently overbought, okay, it makes sense for you to take some profit. Okay, it makes sense for you to take some profit. If the stock price can pull back, the support level will be 34.80 cent. 如果它有 pullback 的话，它的 support level 大概是会在这个34.8毛了。34.8毛，所以到目前为止，它没有这个 confirmation 是否它会突破哦，还没有 confirmation yet. So we can continue to observe, and then followed by SIA. Okay, SIA. All right, SIA also overbought. Okay, also overbought. All right. So it's also overbought. And then it didn't drop much yet. Okay, it didn't drop much, all right, because overall the market is still hanging there. Overall, the market is still hanging there, all right, so that's why it didn't drop much. If they really drop, okay, the support level will be somewhere here, all right, $5.40, $5.40, all right, and the previous bottom was $5. Previous bottom was $5. So SIA is actually moved in the sideway. Okay, when they move in the sideway, you buy when the price near the support level, you sell when the price near the resistance level. 所以到目前为止来说 SIA 的股票其实它是走横摆的。所以走横摆的话它的策略必须要当你在 support level 这个支撑点的时候你买，比如说你买在5块。然后现在是主力 ，OK， 主力的话你应该卖，如果你不卖的话，有可能啦它会回调回调的话，比如说它的回调有很多阶段，有可能是在这个5块1毛65块1毛6，然后它的 support level bottom so called bottom 差不多是在5块钱5块钱，所以这个the SIA stock characteristics is sideways. Okay, they move in a sideways. So in order for you to make money, then you must use sideways strategy. Okay, sideways strategy is based on the support level and the resistance level. And next stock is KeppelCorp, Sembcorp Industry. Okay, KeppelCorp. So KeppelCorp is currently still uptrend, all right, previously was downtrend, all right, pullback, so-called pullback, healthy pullback, and then after that they rebound again. So same thing here, we have double top here, all right. So double top here means that the stock may be pullback, okay, maybe pullback, right, maybe pullback. But however, if they can break out, then of course that would be good, all right. But so far there's no confirmation yet whether they will pull back or not, all right. So the support level is at $7.28. So this is a support level, all right. So overall, KeppelCorp is still pretty strong, okay, because pretty strong because energy is still one of the strongest sector, okay. So KeppelCorp, so we wait for the pullback if you want to buy. All right, right now you don't buy already. Okay, you don't buy. Sembcorp Industry. So Sembcorp Industry 的话也是上升趋势的股票 ，alright。And then 最近就是说上2个礼拜它有 pullback, alright, strong pullback, okay, and strong pullback, and the price is actually break below the resistance, okay. So I did mention, alright, has to be careful. This is considered small fire, alright, small fire. But after that, okay, when they hit the support level, all right, then they rebound. Okay, they rebound, and currently still okay, all right, currently still considered okay. So, but it's depend on how, how they move, all right, because this is resistant, okay, if they can break above the resistance. So overall, still consider uptrend, okay, overall still consider uptrend, all right. And followed by Yangzijiang Samudera. So Yangzijiang, so 是今年的明星股哈。So Yangzijiang is one of the popular stock in Singapore right now. So yesterday there was a setup. Okay, yesterday there was a setup. Right. So let me change to. So yesterday was a setup. Okay. So that's why you receive our telegram for the entry point right yesterday. So overall still uptrend. Okay. So pullback is a healthy pullback. Is a healthy pullback. And then we have the long-term uptrend. Okay. And this was the hammer. And then the next day they rebound. Right. So overall still uptrend. One of the strongest stock. And Sembcorp Marine First Resources. Sembcorp Marine. Sembcorp Marine also pretty strong. Okay. Look like they are waiting to be what we call that, continue the momentum. Okay. So you can see they stay above the support level. So the support level is 131. All right. So you need to pay attention to this company. All right. So a breakout may happen. I mean, the momentum of the stock, anytime can happen. All right. So once the buyer is coming in, they may push up the price further. So currently there is no sign the price will, there's no sign. Okay. The price will break below, okay, because they prefer to stay above the support level. So 到目前为止的话，这个股票其实到目前为止蛮强的因为它没有什么大跌，意思是说买家庄家还是在股市里面庄家还是在股市里面 ，alright， because the support level 131，因为它的支撑点0.131支撑点还是蛮强的 ，OK。So this stock you can continue to observe, right? Continue to observe and First Resources. First Resources 的话，最近也是有反弹 ，OK， 最近也是反弹 ，right? So based on the stock, the support is 1.555, alright? But the pullback is very small. So the pullback is very small. Okay, so these few days they begin to rebound. Alright, so I think the momentum is still there. So 庄家还是在场庄家还是在场，意思是说 ，alright， so 它有可能是等待这个时机来推高这个股票 ，alright， so you can continue to observe these stocks. And we take a look the US stock, Enphase and Enphase still very strong, alright, ENPH. 所以这个是美国股票所以它是做这个太阳能的了so far 它是最强的股票在这个美国市场因为大多数的科技股已经大跌，还在大跌，但是这个股票继续的上涨。So based on the market chart, they are hitting the resistance, right? Hitting the resistance, but look like the price will break through. Look like the price will break through, right? So you can see they are in the new high, okay, new high, right? So this is Enphase, and then followed by First Solar, FSLR. FSLR. So First Solar also new high. 所以你看的话，如果你看这个图表的话，其实你买上升趋势的股票，它的分别是什么 ？OK， 它上涨 的概率比较高，它上涨的概率比较高。如果你买下降趋势的股票 downtrend stocks, alright, you have to be careful lah. Like what I mentioned, a stock is if a stock is cheap, they may go cheaper. But if a stock is expensive, they may go more expensive. Okay, so this is a unique. Okay, this is a unique of the stock market. Alright. 所以股市是非常奇妙的地方哦，给大家赚钱哦。你可以看到上升趋势的股票越来越贵哦，它会变成越来越贵。但是如果是下降趋势的股票，它会变越来越便宜哦。所以你们要懂得看图表了哦，懂得看图表。And I'm going to share this stock with you, SDNG. 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 SDNG continue their momentum. Okay, so I have been sharing this stock with you, I think many weeks. 哦，之前也是有跟大家分享过这个股票 SDNG 哦，之前2-3个星期前了哦，我相信已经很多星期了，所以它还是继续的上涨哦，现在是在 new high. Okay, currently is still new high. So if you have attended the price action workshop, you can keep this stock into your watch list and then wait for the pullback. Okay, wait for the pullback. All right. So you can see that this stock pull back little and then they rebound strongly. They pull back little, then they rebound strongly, pull back little, rebound strongly, and pull back little, rebound strongly. So this is the stock that we want to buy 了 ，OK？ 所以我的意思是说，你看哦，它回调的时候它回调一点点，可是它涨的时候它涨很多，回调一点点涨很多，回调一点点涨很多。所以我们要看的股票就是这样的股票哦，你可以看到回调一点点涨很多。回调一点点涨很多，回调涨很多。So these are the type of the stock that we want to look for. And what else? SGML. 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 So SGML pullback, right? So is this an opportunity? Okay, currently still below support level unless the price will continue. Okay, break above the support level, right? So you might want to continue to observe and then followed by IEL or ELF. ELF and INSW. ELF. ELF. So ELF I also talk about this stock many weeks already. So the price is continue to go up strongly 哦。之前我也是跟大家分享说，我把这个股票放在我的 watch list 给大家看哦，跟大家分享，已经差不多几个星期，所以你可以看到这个股票继续的上涨哦，继续的上涨哦。其实它没有什么给你机会买进，没有什么机会给你买进 ，alright？ 所以庄家的话，他就是一直推高这个股价，一直推高这个股价 ，right？ So far still uptrend, okay? So far is still uptrend. And then INSW. So this is another US stock. So this guy is still uptrend, okay? This guy is still uptrend, and the pullback was here, right? And then the price continue pullback. Hopefully the price will continue, right? So this pullback, price continue, pullback, continue, right? 所以你可以看到哈，其实我 show 你的 pattern 的股票其实是上升趋势的股票，所以如果你看这些上升趋势的股票的话，其实它上涨的概率会比较高哦，所以你要了解说为什么股市它的就是说它的奇妙是在这边了哦。So you can see that the pattern of the stock that I show you, right? Most of the stock is uptrend. Okay, when the stock is uptrend, right? You know, the chances for the stock to go up is higher, okay, as compared to the stock is downtrend, okay, as compared to the stock that's downtrend. If you buy the downtrend stock, there is a problem, okay, there is a problem because you are worried, okay, let's say for example, if you buy the downtrend stock, right? You want to buy here. Okay, every time when they rebound, there is a resistance, right? Then they pull back. Okay, if they rebound, they hit resistance, and then they pull back. So you become worried. So you need to spend more time to observe or monitor the stock if you buy the downtrend stock. But if you buy uptrend, okay, you spend less time worry, okay, because when the stock price break above the resistance, okay, break above the resistance, they will go new high. So you spend less time worry about the stock. Okay, as long as the stock continue their momentum, basically you still can hold. All right. If the price break below the resistance, then you sell. So this is the idea of price actions. So we have Hong Kong stocks, AK Medical, 1789. OK， 1789，1789。So 1789是关于有关这个医疗的板块。OK， 医疗的板块。其实到目前为止的话，医疗的板块其实在香港的股市是表现蛮不错了哦。So AK Medical, so recently the price also pull back after the strong rebound. 哦 strong rebound. So 最近的话，它有跌破它的 support level， 所以你们要小心，所以不属于经常的状况，不属于经常的状况了。到目前为止 ，so the price actually break below the trend line, okay, and it's not good to enter right now. It's not good to enter, okay. So you got to be careful, okay. If you want to enter, hopefully the price break above the what we call that the trend line. Hopefully, if the price can break above the trend line. And Costco Ship Energy 1138 1138 so 1138反弹 OK， 所以之前的话它有回调 then 现在是反弹 so now there is a double top, right? Double top, OK。所以这个 Costco 跟我们新加坡的 Costco 不一样啊，所以你不要买错股票啊。这个 Costco Energy 就是说它其实是运输这个原油船运 ，OK， 它是运输这个原油的船运啊，哦 ，so it's different from the Costco shipping 啊 ，don't buy the wrong stocks 啊 ，alright， so this Costco Ship Energy is actually transport the crude oil, all right, because commodities, the crude oils, the price perform better this year, so that's why the transportations of the shipping, especially the crude oil shipping, they also perform better as well. All right, so don't buy the wrong stocks, okay? Don't buy the wrong stock. Then Yati BYD 1585. So what happened to 1585? We take a look. Right. So 1585, okay, 也是回调 currently near the support level, right? Currently near the support level. And we take a look BYD, okay? So 这几天有报道显示说那个股神再度卖出他的 BYD 股票 ，OK， 再次卖出他的 BYD 股票 ，alright。So but based on the chart, right, BYD the price is actually near the support level, alright. So the strong support level is 165 okay, 165, alright. So if they can rebound from 165, then that's good, alright. But if not, if the price break below, then you have to be careful. And the resistance is where? The resistance is 323, 323, right? So what about your stock? 所以你可以让我知道你的股票是什么吗？ So SIA 已经讲了，刚才 Olam， 我们看一些 Olam 啊。但是我首先要跟大家就是说如果因为时间不够， 如果没有跟你分享你的股票的话，请你多多原谅，多多的包涵。So because of the time limitations, alright, I may not be able to cover your stocks. So I apologize for that 啦。OK, Olam 的话非常明显，resistant, OK, hit the resistant, right? So 到目前为止，我们不知道它是突破还是跌破 ，right? So but based on the stocks, they are still consider, is it downtrend? Okay, still consider downtrend, right? Still consider downtrend. And this was the bottom. So if you have the stock, please type the stock in the Q&A session. Okay, type in this Q&A session. Okay, I say again, I clarify again. 如果你有股票要让我就是研究的话，你把这个股票 type 进去这个 Q&A session，好不好？Will there be a usual Santa Claus rally for the US market? Don't know yet. But based on the situation right now, I think they will. Okay, I think they will. All right. But there's no confirmations. There's no confirmations. Apple, Microsoft, AAPL. So AAPL actually not too bad. Okay, AAPL actually not too bad as compared to other growth stocks. So they are hitting the resistance. Okay, if they want to go up further, they must break above the resistance. All right, the support level is 135. The support level is 135. MSFD, Microsoft. So Microsoft 也是在这个，大概是在这个，也是在主力是吗？也是在这个主力，它的主力其实是非常强所以到目前为止还没有突破的状况。So based on the chart, right, Microsoft also hitting resistance, okay, hitting resistance, right? So they did pull back a little bit, but the price a bit stubborn to pull back further. So they staying near the resistance, all right? So if the price continue to stay near the resistance, I think got chance to break through lah. Okay, got chance to break through, but because the stock is still downtrend, all right, they may hit the resistance. So you have to be careful lah, because each time when they hit resistance, they pull back strongly. Right. So this is the Microsoft and Apple. SamuderaShipping. Samudera, okay. 我们看一下So Samudera. Right. So previously they rebound, okay. Rebound, then after that what happened? They pull back, okay, then they rebound again. All right. So if everything is good, okay, what will happen? If they move in this symmetrical triangle, right, then possibly they may break out, okay, but there's no confirmation yet, right? There's no confirmation yet. So we may want to continue to observe. But so far, the Yang Zijiang is still the best lah. Yang Zijiang is still the best. All right. And UMS, OCBC, UMS, I think overbought, right? UMS, they rebound very strongly, okay? Rebound very strongly. Previously pull back, panic selling, I think, all right? Panic selling. Then after that, they pull back. After that, they rebound. So if you manage to bought earlier, okay, if you manage to bought earlier, I think makes sense for you to take profit, right? It does make sense, okay. So but if you buy now, a bit expensive, if you buy now, a bit expensive, and then the dividend will happen on 1st December. Dividend will happen on 1st December. So you just need to be careful. And where is resistance? Okay, they also near the resistance also, right? So there's not much mid, okay? The mid was 88 cents, all right? But during that time, 88 cents, not many people dare to buy, right? But out of sudden, the price continue to shoot up, okay? But if you attend the price action workshop, you should be able to catch this type of stock before they shoot up. So that's why I say knowledge is very important. Knowledge is very important. OCBC is the weakest among the three banks. Which is your view? OCBC, in terms of the price, okay, OCBC, in terms of the price, they are a bit slower, okay, because I think OCBC, they have this policy called conservative policy. They are one of the conservative. It's good. There is good and bad now, okay. Conservative means that they protect the shareholder, but however, the stock price, you see, the stock price may not be go up strongly as compared to OCBC or DBS, but they still pay a very good dividend, right? Okay, it's one of the most stable stock, I would say. So if you are looking for long term, okay, like what I mentioned, Singapore Bank is still the best, Singapore Bank is still the best for a long term, all right? But now you can see they are also overbought, okay? They are also overbought, right? But the good thing is that they stay above the support level, right? They stay at support level. But if you are trading bank stock, you must know this is sideways. Okay, you must know when to sell and when to buy. Okay, if you are trading, okay, if you are for long term, then basically you no need to buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. But if you are looking for a mid-term trading, then you must know when to use the price action to buy, when must you use the price action to sell, right? So you must know your strategy, what you want. XGX, okay, Genting, XGX. So XGX, what happened to XGX? Okay. So XGX 的话，其实它是在这个 support level, okay, which is quite a strong support, I think, right? But so long they didn't break, okay, right? So long they didn't break, I think still okay. And then the resistance is somewhere near here. I think I would put here. There are quite number of resistance now, quite number here also consider, here also consider. So that's why when you buy downtrend, right, there are many resistance. 所以我的意思是说，如果你买它是属于怎么讲 ，OK？ 所以 midterm 的话，它是属于下降趋势，所以如果你买下降趋势的话，它有很多这个阻力，有很多这个阻力，所以为什么我个人比较喜欢看这个上升趋势的股票，因为上升趋势的股票 ，OK， 它会它的股票是 new high，OK， new high 的话通常没有什么阻力，所以如果你买 downtrend， OK， there are a lot of resistance that you need to take care of, right? So yeah, SGX I think volatile， 所以 SGX 是属于这个比较波动比较大最近如果你看它的股票的话，所以最近会比较难赚钱最近会比较难赚钱这个股票。Genting AEM， Genting 最近有上Genting 最近 ，so Genting recently break out from the resistance, break out from here. So they break out from 825. So today I think they pull back because of resistance. Okay, hopefully they will. I think here 90 cents. Okay, 9毛 hopefully they will rebound and then the price will hit 90 cents. Right? So what do you think? I think got chance, because the price finally break up, okay, for a very long time. Finally, they break up. So I think got chance. Hopefully, they will reach 90 cents. All right. 所以最后一只股票 Lion， 所以这个是香港科技股的Index，OK， 香港科技股的 ETF，right？ 所以如果是香港科技股大跌，它也是跟着大跌 ，right？ 所以如果你是要做长期的话，你要知道，就是说你要有一笔钱来 hold 住这个ETF 之前我也是有跟大家解释过 ，right？ 所以如果你是要做长期的话，科技股尤其是香港的话，其实你可以考虑这个ETF，right？ 但是到目前为止，它还是属于下降趋势的状况。所以如果你买了过后，你就是要准备了，就是说你要知道说，你要收几年，3年、5年或者是6年then 你就要考虑到咯，你就会被就是说套牢的意思是So it's based on your intentions, right? So if you are looking for a bit longer term, and you know that this is a Hong Kong technology sector ETF, then you must be prepared. Okay, you must be prepared to hold for a longer term periods. Reason is because we do not know when are they going to rebound, right? So you must be prepared if you still want to buy. Okay, because it's still considered downtrend. Okay, 所以最后一只股票 ，OK， 最后一只股票 ，NIO 跟 PLTR。NIO 我们是看香港的可以吗 ？So NIO is still downtrend, right? Is it near bottoms? Okay, a bit hard to what we call that? A bit hard to define. Is it where not bottom or not? Because the problem with this stock is still considered weak. Okay, problem is that we do not know whether they will break down or continue to rebound. All right, so that's the problem when you want to buy bottom. Okay, 所以你要了解啦，如果你要 buy bottom 的话是不容易 ，OK， 不容易，因为你一旦买错的话它会继续的下跌 ，right， 继续的下跌，所以买 bottom 的话好像是赌博这样啦，就是看它是否会 rebound 或者是下跌，所以它有它的风险，如果你买 bottom 的话 ，right， and then PLTR。So PLTR 的话because it's considered growth stock and because it was affected by what? Affected by interest rate. So that's why this type of stock was affected badly due to the interest rate. However, it looked like near support level, but they are currently at the dangerous zone. Okay, dangerous zone 的意思是说有可能会跌破嘛 Alright. So this is a question mark. So that's why I say if you try to buy near the bottom, there is a dangerous there. If they break through, the price may continue to go down further. 所以我的意思是说，如果你要抓低点的话，不容易。如果你抓错，会什么呢？抓错的话，它会继续的下跌。then 你要懂得 cut loss So you must set stop loss if you want to buy. Okay. So it's not easy for you to catch a bottom, okay? Right, it's not easy, so you must be prepared to set stop loss, okay? And lastly, 我们再看最后一只 Geo Energy。Geo Energy 之前我跟大家说不要去动这只股的Geo Energy 最好是暂时不要动它 ，right？ 为什么呢？因为它的股票开始已经跌破这个 trend line 了So 意思是说这个庄家已经开始要出场哦，所以暂时我们不要去动它先，好不好？暂时不要去动它，可以吗？Then 另外一只就是 Golden Energy。Golden Energy 的话，我们暂时也不要去动它先 ，right？OK，因为庄家已经出场啊，庄家已经出场 ，right？So 庄家已经出场，所以我们暂时不要去动它先。所以之前它还没有跌破的时候，我也是有跟大家分享 ，OK，alright。So there's no confirmation during that time. If you still remember, I think last 2 weeks before the big drop. So market will decide, okay, whether they will break out or break down. But however, they choose to break down. Okay, that means 庄家已经出场，所以庄家出场的话，就不要去动它先，可以吗？ So don't touch this stock first temporarily 啦。Because why? Because the market maker, it look like the market maker is already exit from these stocks. Okay, they have make enough money, so they may be looking for other opportunity. So for a experienced trader like me, I will not touch these stocks temporarily. Right? Okay, ma. So that's the conclusions. Okay. All right. So let me go back. So let me share this with you. Okay. I want to show you this is because it's important. Maybe it's because you already forgotten, right? The problem that most of the retail investors have is that, okay, the perception for them to buy stock is they want to keep for long term, right? But what happened to this stock? If you look at this stock right now, Simple, StarHub, Informatic, Op Group, Asian Pay TV. I still remember my client told me they want to buy Asian Pay TV to collect dividend. If you look at the price, downtrend, even though you collect the dividend, cannot cover, okay, the price that you have lost. So you don't want that to happen to you. And some of the stock already delisted. Okay, we have Noble Group, NOL, Midas, Swiber, Ezion, Gone Case, Game Over, Yuzu, Highflux, Blue Mon, Sky One, TT International, China Hongxin, and there are many more. All right. So that's why you have to be careful. Okay. If you still remember the time frame that I shared with you, right? There are 3 categories. So you have to be smart enough to decide what stock is for short term, what stock is for mid term, and what stock is for long term. So that's why the solution for the problem that you have is called price actions, because price actions able to spot the pattern that can help you to make a decision whether you can sell early before a big crash or whether you can buy before a big rebound. Okay, why is it more effective? Okay, because the stock chart that I show you is driven by the human psychology behavior. Okay, 其实我们看的图表这个图表其实是它的 data 是正确的它的 data 是正确的。为什么呢？因为这个 candlestick pattern 是由我们个人就是说我们有很多人在操作这个股票，所以它有一定状况的 pattern。所以这个状况的这个 pattern 如果你是有经验的话，你会看得出，然后你会做出更快的决定，是否你要卖出 before 它大跌。就是说，比如这个pattern symmetrical triangle pattern 的话，如果你会看得出的话，它一旦有跌破，你就是要卖出。就是很多人在那时候就是比较专业的投资者一旦它跌破，他就开始卖出。如果是你是散户的话，你不会看的话，你就白白等，然后它的股票继续的下跌，然后你继续的亏大钱。So we don't want that to happen. So that's why you must come out with a solution. And the solution that I want to share with you is called price actions. Alright. 所以如果你们有就是说你们已经上了这个课程，你们觉得这个课程很好的话，其实你们可以介绍给你们的朋友，或者是你的亲戚，或者是家人。所以到目前为止，它是还有 subsidy 的，只是在今年而已，今年是最后一年了。所以 if you have family member, alright, friends, okay, or colleague who are interested, and if you feel that this course is is good, you might want to recommend this workshop to them, because currently the subsidy still available for this year. Okay, for this year only. All right. After next year, I do not know whether they still have or not. So this is a 14-hour training workshop. All right. We'll be conducting by me, okay, as a main trainer, and this workshop called Mastering Price Actions. So now there are perception, okay. Many people think that price action is for short term. Now, in fact, price actions cover all time frame. All right, they cover long term, they cover mid term, and then they also cover short term. They cover all time frame. So long term, okay, if you already have the knowledge about fundamental analysis, okay, it's actually help you to identify what good company to buy. Am I correct? Okay, so this is the first thing. But if you have another knowledge called price action, it will help you, okay, to answer your question, what is the best price or best time to buy, best price and best time to buy. Okay, so this will complement each other. Okay, it's like, for example, you see sometimes, especially the businessman, why some businessman is so successful is because behind he has a wife who support his business, because two different character. Usually men, they look at the big picture, and then the girl look at the detailed part. Okay, so before the man married, okay, you see the business is stagnant, but after they married, why the business can getting better is because the wife is supporting him, so they complement each other. Okay, the strength and the weakness. So similar for this case. All right, if you already have the fundamental knowledge, okay, my question to you is that why not you combine with the price actions to give you a quality of the trade or quality of the investment. Okay, you have to move to a next level. Okay, so if you compare with your friend who only attending the fundamental analysis or value investing workshop, all right, they are good at choosing the right stocks, but they may have problem to find the good entry point. But if you know how to find the good entry point, okay, then you have the advantage as compared to them. Because why? If you are able to buy near the bottoms with knowledge that you have, definitely your profit margin will be better than them. Okay, because you know how to look at the chart, you know how to identify the entry point, you know when to buy. Okay, then this is the advantage, okay, as compared to your friend who only attending the value investing workshop lah. Right, so the key point is that price action cover for all time frame. And beside that, okay, I also noticed that a lot of people only focusing on the buy strategy. Okay, in fact, when we talk about investment, okay, there are different elements that you need to focus on, like for example, trade management, and then selling strategy. All right, so based on my experience, okay, I noticed that, okay, most of the people, they focus on their time under this buying strategy. I know, because most of the time they'll ask me, hey, what to buy, when to buy, how to buy. But they overlook on this trade management part. Okay, they overlook on this trade management part. I guess they only spend 5% of their time, okay, in trade management, and then another 5 minutes times on the selling strategy. All right. Now, if you look at what we call that, I give you a scenario. I believe some of you are property investor. Okay. If you know this concept and then you are able to link what am I talking about. Now, let's say, for example, if you are, experienced property investor, if you want to buy a property, so I assuming you have a few agent, okay? So that agent will help you to hunt from the property. So that is part of your buying strategy. All right. But however, once you have bought your property, how are you going to manage? Okay, that is another matter. Am I correct? Some people choose to manage by themselves. Some people, they will engage the agent to manage by themselves. But however, if you ask agent to manage for you, you got to pay them fee. But if you manage by yourself, all right, you got to spend your time, okay, manage the tenant. So this part, right, is actually time consuming if you want to do it by yourself. Similarly, for stock investment, why people, they don't spend time on the trade management is because they don't have much time. Agree or not? Okay, they don't have much time, all right? Or they don't want to spend too much time, okay, on the trade management. So that's why they skip, okay? They skip trade management. So if you skip these most important elements, right, you will see your portfolio, okay, begin to losing money. Same thing for selling strategy, okay? A lot of people, they don't know when to sell, okay? They assume that, okay, for example, if you want to sell your property, there is a fixed price for you to sell, which is pretty simple. But however, you use the same concept and apply in the stock market, it doesn't work. Because why? Because property, it's not easy for you to liquidate. It takes times, all right? So that's why the price movement is not so volatile. But however, the stock market is an open market. Everyone can sell when they are panicked, all right? So you cannot use a property selling strategy to apply in the stock market. You have to use, okay, another strategy to apply in the stock market. So in this workshop, okay, I'm going to spend more time on this area called trade management and selling strategy. And I guarantee that, okay, if you focus on trade management and selling strategy, okay, you will improve, okay, your portfolio significantly, all right? Because I already, what we call it, find the root cause of the problem that the retail investor, why they keep losing money, is basically in this area. It's not about buying strategy. Buying strategy, all right, everyone can do it. You actually buy the right stock because when you bought right, okay, you make money, okay? But however, why 1 month later, 2 months later become losing money is because you didn't spend time on the trade management and the selling strategy, which I'm going to cover more or focus more on this, in this workshop, okay? So that it will improve your portfolio significantly.